One thing is that you can go around and you know that you are in the ecosystem, but when you go to TechBBQ, you see it with your own eyes, you meet people, you see what other people are doing. But the other part is that it becomes a window for outsiders to see what fantastic entrepreneurial stage we have here in Denmark. Also other people in Denmark. The Crown Prince was there, all the important politicians, a lot of business leaders, and suddenly they see, hey, it's for real, it's big companies and a lot of talent and a lot of capital, and they meet these people and they come from all over the world. And I think that's in a very, very important role, seeing it over and over again, and in this case 10 years in a row, and hopefully for the next 100 years, that really matters. And feels like extremely professional. And I think that matters a lot to a lot of people, that there's someone like you and all your colleagues that are really paying attention to all the details. What more can you wish for?
Denmark has a lot of very highly educated, intelligent people. In general, they walk a very fine line, but the true entrepreneur will veer from the very fine line. TechBBQ is really an extraordinary place. The entrepreneurs here are very thoughtful, very driven, a little too humble maybe, but they are ready for greatness. And I think I'm going to want to be backing a lot of Danish entrepreneurs. So yes, I hope to come back very often.
So I love it here. I mean, it's kind of insane. This is probably one of the coolest tech conferences that I've been to. I mean, we're in an old locomotive train station. Everything's so open and wide, and I've never been to a conference where they actually have matchmaking and actually encouraging people to talk to each other, talking about really important issues, but also talking about technology that can actually change those problems, which I think is really fabulous. It's been a really great experience for me. And the networking events are they're brilliant, they're informed. A lot of the speakers here are talking about how we change the way society looks at technology and how we operate within it. I feel really privileged to be here and actually getting to go see all of the booths. It's been really informative too.
Key takeaways, very, very, very well run, really professional. The biggest conference I've been to since the pandemic, so that was a bit weird at first, with so many people, but really very connected crowd, good looking crowd, good conversations, lots of people I know who are here, first time, fantastic. I'm really happy to be here.
It's always a pleasure for me to be here at this event, not just to meet with the Danish and the Nordic venture community and the entrepreneurs, but also just in general to be back among people to talk about what the industry is going through. We all know that we're going through rough times because of the war, because of the economy, because of the energy crisis. So it's all the more important for people to come together, to have earnest, hard discussions about what is going on, what it needs to happen next, and how can we get out of this together, right? So it's super good to be back at TechBBQ. I'm really loving the vibe here. So many stages, so many people, so many investors, and I hope it continues for many years to come.
The reason why I'm at TechBBQ in Copenhagen is because of the incredible energy that's coming from this ecosystem. Just seeing how well it's run, how diverse it is. There's probably about 50% female leaders here.
Denmark is this good intersection between being this innovative country, but also being very conscientious of how do you maintain public safety, public trust in a way that ensures that a high level of responsibility is taken in the innovations that are being created. There's lots of exciting companies that are being built out here, and there's the expectation that they're going to keep growing. Also, it's just a beautiful place. There's lots of interesting architecture. It's a really fun city to walk around, and the people are very kind. It's been a great experience thus far.
Compared to last time I was here, where it was all about tech and digital startups, now the sustainability and green startups are taking over more and more. Also what we need, but it's also changing the startup scene. It's much more complex, it takes much more time, because green startups are grounded in the physical world, whether it's energy systems or food production or clothing, whereas the classic digital startups are all about global scales and 100 days.
The concept of building a company with a strong purpose in mind has grown tremendously in importance. It is not the techiness in the solution itself, but rather what is it used for, which problem will it solve, how important is that problem. So going purpose is also an increasingly important trend that I love to follow.
I've been to a lot of tech and startup and innovation conferences around Europe. And I think TechBBQ is special. You see such a fascinating mix of doers and inventors and unicorns and investors all in the same place in a beautiful location. Oh my God, this location, excellent. And on top of that, the conversations are such high quality. There's actually people giving practical tips. There are so many people hiring at this conference. It's insane. I have never been to any actual conference where there's so many people hiring, which is a good thing about the growth of not just the tech ecosystem in Denmark, in the Nordics, but around Europe. And I think that is what you guys have achieved, is being able to bring all these people, movers, shakers in the industry together in one location. And it's just 2 days, but it's 2 days of absolute magic.